Dun, dun, dun. I got 100 guns and 100 clips. I'm from New York, New York. This is how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm One Jin.
Today we're going to talk about Reacher, Season 2, Episode 6. Spoilers ahead for the whole season and this episode. Here we go. Listen, this is... Man, last episode we mentioned America, USA, baby, with the stamp on. But here, this episode is just straight New York, isn't it? What'd you say the title was?
New York's finest.
God damn, so much New York. I just wanted to catch a plane.
So, you know, as soon as I saw that title for the episode, I knew this episode was going to be about Russo.
Hey, let me tell you something, Wanjin. When Russo visited the corrupt police chief, after they had a fight, I almost thought he would say, "Russo, wait! Take the Gabbagool from the fridge. Take the Gabbagool." and then they just pretend that they didn't fight, and then he just take the Gabbagool, and we're still not cool. And just takes it with a plate of lasagna. Like, this is so New York. And man, I was so wrong though. I thought Russo would make it. That's R.I.P. Russo.
I mean, even till the end, I thought he would be okay. You know, like the ambulance would arrive, and he would have a gunshot.
I agree.
I did not expect him to die. Oh, by the way, major spoiler alert about the episode and all the episodes of the season and the previous episode of Reacher. And what's up, Scott Walker?
Shout out to Scott Walker. Sorry, I haven't been to the stream for a while, guys. My dog Red has been very sick with shit.
Pancreatitis. He's back as an old happy tree.
Yeah, you told us last time.
Oh,
hey, I'm glad it's working out.
We're happy to hear that.
Yeah, dog is part of the family. We know.
Happy New Year, Scott Walker.
Big shout out to Scott Walker for joining. Thank you, Zessie, for coming back.
Anyway, so I did not expect Russo to go. Which is a shame.
But we were right about it, because last time, remember, America, and then you said the only thing missing was a sex scene with Dixon and Reacher. And they answered right away. It happens
right here. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like the moment she walked into the room, I was thinking, oh my God. She's not going to let him sleep.
Yeah, and
the man needs sleep, but she's not going to let him.
And when Reacher said, "I'm not that firm," I'm like, that's cheesy, but funny as fuck. You're firm, all right. You're sure working, man. You sure working.
Double entendre right there.
Man, this episode was so New York that it got me and Wonjin talking like Americans.
He got sick from eating Christmas ham. Oh, no.
Yeah, man. No, but Christmas is a time of indulgence, man. Hey, I'm glad you survived Christmas, though. Like, depending on who you are or where you're from, Christmas is a hell of a family time. But I hope you had a warm one. But, hey, man, this episode is like... I want to say this first one, Jim. Like, last episode was dumb, but brilliant. This one is dumb. Like, so dumb that I did not get angry. I gotta be honest, I thought Neely and Russo, if Russo survived, I thought they were gonna be like a couple or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, you know, you said it's dumb, and one of the reasons why it was dumb is because I still don't understand why Russo just ditched his cover behind the car and decided to walk up towards like 3 shooters.
Yeah, but that was awesome. He shot 2.
It was like dramatic, but I think he would have done a better job keeping the girl safe if he had stayed behind the car.
No, listen, Wonjin, I'm gonna cut you off. I'm so sorry. What's even dumber is Reacher actually shooting at a helicopter, and the helicopter dudes. I was just like, if I was T-1000, I would say, finish him. Why are you escaping?
You got automatic weapons.
Yeah, I was like, you a helicopter dude. You got a 360-degree view. Like, why are you letting him live? And another dumb thing is, like, Reacher is like, he should be called Reacher, aka Honeypot in the bus. Because why are these dumb fucking agents walking one at a time, 3 in a row?
And they're all walking into the bus, which is a death trap.
Like, dude, if you can't radio in one of you guys, you call your other guy and go in together. Why are you walking in alone? Yeah, Scott, I'm sorry to hear.
How you guys heard of these TV shows called Chicago Med and Chicago Fire? My mom got me hooked on both series. I love them both. Okay.
Are you talking about the movie Chicago? Because we love the one with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No. I don't think it is. He's talking about a TV show. It's called Chicago Med and Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Or is it called Chicago Med at Chicago Fire? Yeah, I think that's what it is. And it would have been extra dumber if Reacher, took shots at the helicopter and it blew up like the movie Rambo.
No,
but I wouldn't get mad about it.
No, but
I would still be like, America.
No, but like New York. But like the funny thing about the show was they took care to make sure that they told us that the Reacher shots were like hitting the helicopter and it had those toosh sound. I was like, motherfucker, do you got a hand cannon? Like, go for the propeller and then shoot it down. But I did enjoy Langton shitting his pants when Reacher called him. Like, it almost felt like a horror movie. When Reacher walked out, I almost felt like he was a serial killer with the victim inside, with blood
and everything.
And they're like, there's a barbed wire all around this like vicinity, and you cannot escape. Like Reacher was just like he's like Frankenstein, Terminator, all mixed in one, man.
And when that helicopter showed up, I was thinking to myself, maybe. Is that the helicopter that Reacher's gonna throw him out of? So I was like thinking maybe he would like get on the helicopter as well, and they would have like this like struggle. But I think that's for later.
And you know what I love about this show? It's so simple. I love the twist of Swan maybe not being Swan not being maybe not a traitor, and then they're gonna try to confuse us until the 8th episode. Right? I gotta be honest with you. I felt so sad for that tender homosexual, like that tender gay man.
Oh, the guy who let what's her name? Marlo.
That
Marlo lady.
And don't get mad, guys, because I have never seen a gay stereotype like him. Like the moment I saw him, I knew he was gay because he had a whole like
the cheese plate and the wine.
Like hey, don't worry. And then the moment he went out to check the sprinklers, I was like, don't check the sprinklers, man. Your tender neck is about to get broken. And then when Reacher approached him, I was just so terrified for his life. Yeah, oh my God, Twix. I haven't heard that.
Can the first one be Free Willy, Dennis the Menace, and Jurassic Park 93 movies, please? All right.
Oh, man, you going for the... Hey, Scott Walker, we might do Jurassic 1993 then, because we can talk for 2 hours on that one. Yeah, he says we call him Twix. He says I don't think we're allowed to call him that anymore. That's why I called him a tender homosexual. Like I was trying to be politically correct. But hey, Wonjin, don't blame me, all right? The show, the moment they presented him, they were supposed to make us think about a tender gay man. And then he walked out like this. And I was just like, no, man, don't go out. No, like I just wanted to tell him, like, I wanted to grab his tender gay hand and tell him that you don't know what show you're in. Why did you accept this? And why are you guys friends? Do you know your friends work at a military facility?
But I think the script writer did a great job for like making us not to feel sorry about him when he went outside.
His name was Chad.
Because he said that he was gonna fire the worker. He was being mean.
No, I'm sorry to keep cutting you out, but his name was Chad, and I got angry. His name is not Chad. His name is like Blancois or something. Like he probably has a new name.
Jean-Francois.
Yeah, since the gay marriage law passed, he probably got a new name. And then but I did like him being like kind of like a funny guy that the crew kind of abused. Like psychologically abused. With
the plastic bottle and the silencer and everything, he falls for it.
Yeah, and when Chad told Reacher 300-pound gorilla, I was like, yeah, man. Fuck yeah, that's what he is. Like this terrifying murderer playing jokes with a... By the way, like that tender gay man was innocent, okay? I want to be very clear. Like, I'm so glad he got away.
I love the scene when Reacher used the plastic bottle as a silencer. Yeah. I was wondering, what's that going to do to silence anything?
No, man, I did not feel that way at all. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like, asshole! Like, we all know you're not going to kill him. What the fuck you doing? But that gay man was much braver than I thought. He was like, until he thought his kneecap was going to disappear. He wasn't going to betray his lying friend who did not tell him the full story. And then like it was like unintentionally comedic when that that Mother was explaining the situation, and that the tender game man was just next to him in shock.
You know, secretly, I was suspecting this, but I kind of feel now that it's not going to happen. I was secretly suspecting that instead of Langston, the Marlowe lady could be the mastermind behind it all.
Yo,
I was suspecting that.
Yo, Wenjin, you brought up a brilliant point because I think Dixon is the villain now. Yeah.
Really?
I
How
think
come?
this episode is so dumb that any one of them can be the Scooby-Doo villain. Like, literally. Like, the camera work, man. You thought Swan was bad? It turns out he's a nice guy. I was just like... when the show told me that, I was like, that means every one of you can be
That's
like...
right.
Yeah.
It was Dixon, and Reacher was blinded because he was completely pussy whipped.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, man. I think Dixon might be the villain. And you know, the problem with this episode is, like, this season is there's so many flashbacks that any one of those flashbacks can turn somebody into a piece of shit. Like, because Reacher might be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm sleeping. And then, oh, I remember, they did something suspicious. Maybe that's why they were villains. And it did remind me of a lot of, like, 90s, like, thriller books. Because that's how they fuck with you.
Yeah.
You thought you knew this person, huh? It turns out they have a past.
You had no idea who this person was.
Yeah. And then, like,
all those years, the signs were obvious, but you ignored them.
Yeah, Reacher's gonna suddenly remember and a flashback and say, "Oh shit, Dixon grabbed that sneaker bars or that clay bars, whatever they did to not get like copyright infringed, whatever clay bars she took too. Oh shit, she's greedy as fuck. You know, like I could tell like any one of them could be villains. Still got a few weeks
for Christmas. Me and Trish, my mother-in-law, watching a movie, and we heard a very loud scream. We didn't know which Trish was coming. It was the reserve.
Oh man, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
man.
it's scary. Especially depending on your surrounding.
Yeah, I don't know where you are, but in South Korea, Seoul, where me and Wonjin are, like that shit will get noticed really fast. Like
somebody's gonna call the cops.
Yeah, I hope you're safe. Yeah, but anyway, this episode was so much Italian Americanness too. Like, oh man, Russo, so Italian American, family baby. You knew my dad. You don't fucking know me.
I took you under my wings.
Yeah, like
when you still had blood behind your ears.
So much emotionally charged things. Like he was in Sopranos. He was in the first season as Junior's right hand man.
I covered your ass all this time.
Yeah, and I love the pacing too. It's so fast. When I saw the 45-minute mark, I was like, like, hey, this is what I like about Reacher. It's not being pretentious at all. You know what I mean? You know how, like, ever since the first season of True Detective, every cop drama pretends that there's like ghost elements and there's like deeper meaning of Nietzschean willpower.
But Reacher is fuck that.
Fuck that!
America.
My Desert Eagle can take the helicopter. You guys go! Russo was alone facing automatics. And then I almost thought Dixon's like, you're one man against the Hummer with like 4 dudes. Reacher's like, don't worry.
You know, I was kind of disappointed because I thought he would have some like badass corny line right there.
Yeah. No, but Reacher did some terrific violence too, though. He literally did choke a guy's breath out. Like,
they had no chance.
Yeah.
I kind of felt sorry for them for being strangled.
And then the other guy got his spinal cord dislocated. And then the other guy, like Reacher's he's like the horror movie. He takes you from under the bus and did some vampiric shit to that poor guy.
I mean, we only saw that from season 1, like towards the last episode where he's like hiding in the bushes of that mansion and everything, all that Rambo stuff. But I kind of like seeing this like all the time in this season.
Yeah. No, and like hats off to the actor because like he has such a physicality that is terrifying though.
Yeah. What is horse racing like over in Korea?
There's limited it's gambling is allowed.
It's gambling. It's really popular. You see a lot of like middle-aged old men. Yeah. Over at the racetracks.
It's not as big as before.
Oh, if you watch, what's it called? Squid Game. In the first episode, you will see like all those people horse racing there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, but man.
Reacher.
I got 100 guns and 100 clips. I'm from New York, New York. This is how we do. Hey, let's give a score on this one.
I would give this an 8. It was very entertaining.
Fuck you, I give it this a 10. Fuck you. Like, it's so Gabbagool, so lasagna. Like, when Russo visited that chief, I was laughing out loud. Like, unintentionally. This is such an Italian-American thing. And, you know, it's such a New York thing. And again, I felt bad for the terrorists. Hey, but one flaw of this little episode was the villain killing the cop. I was just like, I did feel like they should give that killer guy, AM guy, like some more badass scenes though. Oh, he's not built up enough. I felt like I did feel like the show couldn't decide whether it's Langston's that's the villain, or it's that AM dude, or that senator from the prior episode, which I liked. So there is a lot of elements that
Senator Lavoie or something.
Yeah. I do feel like they're trying to bring in a lot of things that we love really quickly.
Because remember in season 1, the villains that were built up real well, and by the end of the season, we all think that they deserve to burn in hell. Yeah. Because they're such pieces of shit. But we're not really getting that vibe from that AM guy.
Hey, but I would say this, though, I agree with you. This one, is it better than season 1 so far? No. But it does hit the elements that we love about season 1 in all the marks. Yeah. And I do like the conspiracy thing, detective thing, Psycho Scooby-Doo thing, and everything. So.
And I like the fact that they're not taking everything too seriously, because some things don't really need much attention, and I think that the writers kind of know what to focus on, what to not. For example, you know, Marlo's mentioning all those like bike gangs and everything, and Reacher and his buddies, they all say like, yeah, done that. Killed them. They're gone. No, and I can see that they still have no remorse or regrets at all about murdering those people. But it doesn't really bother me.
No, that was unintentionally funny because I almost felt like Neely would pull her sleeves up and show knife marks. This is for the biker gang. This is for that bitch ass hitman.
They all died.
Yeah. Why?
Can't I ask you guys a couple of weeks ago about the War Museum? If you guys. What I said. Oh no! Don't worry about it. We don't get offended about like the War Museum or like the Korean War or anything. No biggie, Scott Walker.
Don't worry about it.
Not a big deal.
No, but anyways, so 10, 8. Man, you're an asshole for giving this.
Well, you know, like I said, there are some things that I just don't understand. You know, it was like a bad writing.
Pretentious fuck.
The fact that Russo just walked out, like leaving his cover. Like being under fire in out in the open, that was a stupid decision.
No,
they should have made it that he was like holding back as much as he could behind the car, but he eventually becomes overrun by them. No, that would have been a better.
No, show the camera to me, Wonju. No, because he was supposed to die.
But that would have been a more dramatic death.
No, it didn't matter. The moment he died, it didn't matter, Wonju. What the fuck are you talking about?
Because he died in a stupid way.
No, see, you're missing the point. He was just supposed to die and tear jerk the other team.
No,
it didn't matter.
It had to be more desperate.
It didn't matter.
And make people wonder, what if Neely was just 3 seconds earlier?
No,
that's what we needed.
It didn't matter. He was supposed to die. The moment he survives for 15 minutes against 2 guys coming out of the car with an automatic.
Yeah, and apparently an S500, which is a very fast car.
And then he's on the phone for 10 minutes. Hey, where are you? Like, it didn't matter, man. The moment that happened, I was like, okay, something's happening here.
Have you guys ever been? If you haven't, come here one day. There's lots of good food, cities and stuff. Melbourne, Australia. Definitely come to Melbourne. Good zoos and good wildlife. Yeah, I heard Australia's got great wildlife. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, too great. Yeah. All these like big ass spiders and everything.
Yeah, man. Hey, Scott Walker, thank you for joining in, man. We're gonna be back in 3 minutes
to talk about Fargo, season 5, episode 8. Is it?
Yeah. And Fargo is one of the things that me and Wenjin love to talk about for a long time. So I hope you can join in too, man. Thank you for mentioning Melbourne. We might visit. But we'll see you guys in 3 minutes, all right?
Sometimes the wildlife lives in your shoes.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for joining in, guys. We're going to be right back after a 3-minute break. Shout out to Scott Walker. Thank you for joining in. Shout out to ZZ for continuing to
and all our subscribers and supporters.
Lee Chan Hong, where you at? Lee Chan Hong, where you at? Here we go. We'll see you in a bit. Bye, bye, bye.
We'll be right back.
Korean raptor.
Korean raptor?
Yeah, they got raptors in Korea, man. Never seen a raptor in Korea?
Oh, you mean like the fossils and stuff?
No, raptors. Like the bird raptors.
Really?
Yeah. They run around in Korea, remember?